Last week on the Glass Cannon podcast.
Cold red desert appears all around. The gateway ruins that you stand upon now stand in the mouth of one of these canyons to the south. A little rat folk looks up at you. This is my salvage, you two tall, sand-sucking tubas!
Oh no.
Alela yells, wait, it's changing again! And all of a sudden, everything changes.
What the hell?
Pink desert, spongy, flesh-like hills. From the peak of a nearby ridge, like a huge vein, an eyeless, black-winged shape takes flight. Ramius,
Oh boy.
Ooh,
you are
done.
restrained. You start to feel it begin to...
Oh.
No.
It's time to fly.
No.
It goes up another 15 feet. It's now 60 feet in the air. Buggles.
There we go. 26 to hit.
There we go,
26
buddy.
is a hit. Buggles reaches out and kills it.
Yes!
Oh no.
Ramius drops
Oh, wait.
to the ground.
And his body just bursts on the ground into a pool of blood, and he's dying too.
Dying too. And all of a sudden, you are taken to another place. A dead plain of blackened, cratered stone.
I'm almost there.
You see a creature turns to you. I wonder if the bone sages will let me keep you as pets.
The adventure continues now.
Welcome back to the Glass Cannon podcast. Here's something you may not realize about this studio. We started recording here a little over a year ago, maybe a year and a half ago. I don't know, something like that. And it was definitely in the middle of the summer when we started.
Yeah.
And we went through a whole fucking situation to try and get AC installed in here in a way that would be quiet enough to maybe record with it. We got, there was fraud. We got frauded.
We were the victims of fraud.
We were the victims of fraud
Wait,
by
what?
some
You don't know the
fucking
story?
Did you know?
local HVAC
You didn't hear about
loser.
this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We lost a lot of money. We didn't take them to small games court because you end up paying more money to do that than
The guy just took the money and dipped, right? Like just ghosted.
And like cereal fraud.
I mean, like, came in, talked to me, like, yeah, this will be good. We run this here and do this. Oh, it'll be easy. Yeah, just send all the money to my checking account. And I did.
Buy gift cards.
And then I never heard from him again. It was amazing. Wow. I was like, wow, that was real good fraud.
Like, like you saw his
He
face.
had me convinced he was like an HVAC guy. Yeah, I was utterly convinced.
And he did this to other people, right? You went down the trail and you're like, oh yeah, that's his thing.
Yeah,
Oh
he
my
he ghosted and he's
Right.
never going to work in this.
An hour of work.
Yeah,
Not bad. Bad.
good rate.
If you're like low on money,
Pretty good acting rate.
Yeah, not bad.
it's gonna fool a couple suckers. But we got the AC installed, but it's sort of this. This goes back to the early days of Glass Cannon. We get air conditioning and we don't use it during the recording. This goes back to Joe's apartment when he didn't have air conditioning, and then you finally got it, and we would just between episodes turn it on, make it as cold as
Just like
possible.
stand in front of the vent, like, oh, Oh, because they're so
Right.
hot.
And then in late July, early August heat, we'd be 14 minutes into the episode, just like, I can't wait till this episode ends. And we, for some reason, did the same thing. Well, I know what the reason is. We did the same thing here for a long time because to pull out that sound, even though it's the most quiet AC in the world, it's a lot of work. But this summer, we're like, but you can't do it. We're just going to have to make poor CJ
It
do the work.
sounds a little bit worse, maybe. I mean, I don't really notice much of a difference. CJ does an amazing job post production, but like, I think it, maybe it sounds a little bit worse. But you have happy people playing the game,
that's
which
the
I think
thing.
is way more valuable than the ultimate
I like when
minute
you're
sound
mad.
quality.
Well, as we said,
I still get mad whether it's hot or
funny.
cold.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he'll still get mad. It's just
I was gonna say,
I always
At least
run
we're
hot.
comfortable while we're
yeah, everyone is still angry all the time, but if it's not like 12 angry jurors in here where everyone's like throwing shit at each other.
that's why they were so mad in 12 Angry Men because there was no AC, the fan was broken.
yeah.
It's a big part.
do
You
the
always
right thing,
constantly
same thing.
dabbing their head. Yeah.
our most edited episode was the Awigga fight.
Yeah.
And that was in the middle of summer.
Mhm.
Yep.
It was an extra long episode. No one had eaten.
Oh no.
And it, was
had a lot of things
so
going against
hot.
It's 112 degrees in the
12 degrees in Joe's apartment.
It's literally 12 angry men trapped in a room together, no food, all heat.
I was ready to throw a trash can through the window of Sal's Pizzeria by the end of that.
Well, as we started up today's episode, CJ, our sound engineer who does all the work of removing that sound, was like, why don't we go without AC? And we're all like, well, most of us are like, yeah, it's a nice day. It's like 60 out. That's fine. And Kate refused.
Yeah.
I was just like, what's the big deal?
By the way,
Leave it on.
Kate is wearing a blanket.
Yeah.
He's wearing a cable
I
knit
can't
blanket.
snuggle if it's not cold. Like, like when I sleep at night, I put a fan on, air conditioning on, and then I snuggle up.
Yeah.
It's the best.
It's good to sleep in the cold.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Agreed.
good for you, I think.
Oh, yeah. But we're not going to bed.
I mean, maybe we are going to bed forever.
That's true.
We're not in a good situation right now.
So you're
I'd like to
preparing.
make myself as comfy physically as possible.
For death.
For death, yes. I get ready for death by putting a blanket around me.
That's why coffins have pillows in them and silk lining.
You're
Want to be as
so
comfy
right.
as possible.
The forever
The
sleep.
long
I'm
sleep.
just thinking ahead.
It is, it's interesting. Kate could turn out here to be dead on, depending on how this episode goes.
I think we're fine.
We're looking at a really
Sounds like we should
possibly
place
horrible
bets.
episode. And so making everybody at least comfortable.
I think
It's palliative care for our campaign.
You'll thank me later.
Did you bring blankets for the rest of the
yeah,
group?
do you have a pillow for me?
This was a gift.
It was actually. That's that beautiful knitted
Sorry.
blanket.
You didn't
Yes.
get one?
From a fan?
No, I did not get one.
Yeah.
I got one.
I think everyone can relate though to that feeling at the table when
Of
you
not
know.
getting a gift when everyone else got
No,
one.
no.
I can relate to it right now.
This is the communal blanket. Next episode, you can have it if you want.
No, yeah. When
I can't do that.
Share a blanket.
what?
Might as well wear someone else's underwear.
Sydney wore this
Yeah.
first, and now I'm wearing it.
Yeah, we're best friends.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess we do share
then-
underwear.
Gross.
What do you
So-
do with your blankets?
So disgusting.
Nope.
What do you
let
do?
that one go.
What are you doing? What do you guys do in your hotel rooms? I don't know. Anyway.
I always comment on when we're touring, like Kate will wear something that Sydney wore the day before. I'm like, oh, you're wearing Sydney's dress-up clothes.
And she always proudly goes, yep.
I don't think, here's what it is. Troy's like, adults can't have friends. Adults don't share blankets. I'm like,
Adults don't wear each other's underwear.
adults don't wear each other's underwear.
So many
share
rules.
toothbrushes.
They don't share toothbrushes in the bathroom. I think Troy just doesn't have a best friend.
Wow.
Well, by that, if we're talking about underwear sharing and toothbrush sharing,
By that
I
standard.
also don't have a best friend.
To be fair,
And we're
seen-
fine with it.
I've seen how you pack for tours, and
There's no extra underwear. There's
you don't
nothing.
bring anything. Literally, we were
No. She
So-
packs on vibes.
I
one
pack on
day
vibes.
we were at the Delta Lounge before a flight, and Sydney decided it was the middle of winter, and she decided she didn't want to wear a coat, so she unzips her luggage. And there's nothing in it. And she stuffs her coat inside and zips it back up. And Troy, Kate, and I are just staring at her like, what?
It's like Kramer with the saltines in the briefcase.
I don't even really work here.
Saltines.
What was funnier is that I was
Like totally empty.
I was trying to unzip it in a way that wasn't awkward, but it was, and it like fell open, and then like one thing fell out, and Matthew looked and he said, "Is that all you brought?" We were going to Canada.
We're going to Canada. Yeah.
And I knew I wanted to pack light and I wanted to bring back fun stuff from Canada. So I went with a mostly empty suitcase, but it was comically empty.
It was a one-show stop.
Yeah.
So
What did you bring back?
Oh, we went to
went to
Muji
Muji.
in Canada. They had a great selection and I brought back a full duvet and sheet set.
What an insane life you have. Like, what a bizarre
it was
existence.
practical and made sense at the time, but we're saying it out loud now. And I'm like,
Stuffed it in the suitcase and it fit perfectly because the suitcase was empty.
Unbelievable.
What a strange life.
Yeah, it really is. Like to think, to be like, oh, I'm going to make sure I bring a big suitcase and pack light so I can bring back sheets from Canada.
we also bought house slippers and sweater vests.
Yeah, we bought a lot of stuff. It was fun.
I always think about how people without children do things. And then like a step further, like people who live on another planet do things on top of not having children.
Right.
It's so far removed
God, it's a
from how I travel.
good life wherever I live. It's nice.
Well, you pack light. You don't bring much, but you bring a small bag.
Yeah, I
Yeah, don't
pack
you dare.
morning of. I pack morning of.
You wear one pair of pants. Don't you dare. You pack.
I do.
He only has one pair of pants.
This is my new
Morning?
pants, by the way. I meant to do a
nice.
post that said these were my pants. 'Cause I had to throw them out.
Morning
But these are my new
of-
pants.
Did you ritualistically burn the old ones?
So the other day, I flew somewhere. I don't want to say where, and I woke up and I was like, "Oh, I'm an hour off. I miscalculated." I pulled into the parking garage 15 minutes before boarding.
Oh
and
my
I
God.
I was at the gate with 9 minutes to spare and a coffee because I have traveling down to a science.
What did you pack though?
I just had I woke up that morning and I was like, oh shoot, I miscalculated. I really should have got up an hour before. Let me just grab some stuff. And I threw it in a book bag and took a shower. And I said, all right, honey, I love you. And then I left. It was like 5 in the morning. And then I drove an hour and 15 minutes to JFK. And I was like, ooh, this is going to be tight. And just boop, 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 boop.
You know what? I like that though, because yeah, we travel a lot for tour and stuff. And I feel like as soon as you can let go of the stress of the packing and what if I forget, you can find it. You can go to any other state in the United States. They will have what you need.
That's
they will
it.
have deodorant, underwear, whatever you forget.
Pants.
So I feel that. Pants.
Why
I feel
stress?
that.
Why stress?
Why
You forget
stress?
something, just buy it.
Yeah, just
Or
get
is it
it.
really that important?
You don't
Oh,
need
no,
to carry
toothpaste.
fast.
What if you
Wow.
forget your laptop?
What if you forget your dice?
That would be annoying. That would be annoying. But like,
Joe,
I
what if you forget your dice?
feel like
We
the
sell dice at the shows.
important stuff.
We actually have done that as a
Yeah.
solution
We
before.
bought our own
We
dice.
bought our
at
own
the
dice
shows.
before.
Important stuff always makes it through.
Yeah.
You know? And it just relieves stress. Even the airports, like, what's worst can happen? I missed my flight.
Get on that.
It's like
train.
that is the
next
worst.
flight.
That is the worst.
But that's
Oh,
why I
God.
go extra early.
Yeah.
Then I don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
I like being there.
What's the
extra
worst that
early.
happens? I'm at the airport an hour and a half early. Relax.
That's why I plan my outfits so I don't need to think. I just pack and then I show up and I know what I'm wearing every day.
It's very Steve Jobs. Yeah, you're very like, I know exactly what I wear every single day.
So you're packing and you're like, and tomorrow I'll wear whatever
Well,
Sydney's
I
wearing.
plan my show.
Today.
Actually, yes.
I'll wear whatever
We
Sydney blue
coordinate.
they're in.
We coordinate. I'll be like, what are you wearing? She's like, I'll bring this.
Don't need
And I'll be
underwear.
like, cool. That'll be my second show outfit. I don't need
That's
underwear.
so funny.
I'll say, bring underwear for me.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Here's what I wore yesterday.
See you at the airport.
The cake gets
Just
stuck
flip
at
it
the
inside
airport.
out. Or not.
Did you bring a sweatshirt by any chance?
Probably done that actually. I have. I've worn your
was it.
sweatshirt.
Yeah.
That was an example based on a true story.
It was?
Yeah.
Oh.
I did wear your sweatshirt. I was cold.
Matt, did you ever wear any of Skid's pants?
Pants? Have I worn your pants?
Not my pants.
You must look like a clown if you did.
I don't think that would. Yeah.
I think the closest we ever got. Hey kids! I wore Joe's hat at Treehouse Brewery because we were sitting in the sun, and I didn't want to
And I could
burn
see
my
him.
balding
You didn't
head.
wanna
So
Aw.
he was in so much pain. And I was like, would you like the hat, man?
You're such a
Wow.
true friend.
It was very gentle.
Was it sweaty?
No.
It
It wasn't a hot
I
day.
imagine a sweaty brim from Joe hat.
I've got several hats that had to get just thrown in the trash. Couldn't even donate them. They're so gross.
That's the problem with this
The
one
sweaty
here.
brim.
It's white, off white, so I get the little sweat stains there. I got to clean them. I
Yep.
forgot to.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, mine are like once they get sweat stained. I don't. Can you clean a swaat stained hat? Really?
You
Because
just
like,
massage it with water.
Yeah, you can't put it in
That
the
made
wash.
it
You
worse for
gotta.
me.
Really?
yeah,
Yeah,
mine
it depends
on
never,
the
mine
quality
never
of
looked
the
the same.
It'll make a water stain
Yeah,
that
that's
you
not
have to be very, very careful. You got to use a particular cleaner for the type of fabric, probably a canvas on that hat. But
I wasn't listening.
I was.
Hello? I have to go.
Let's buy a new hat.
I don't want to hear about your hat theory.
Anyway,
I wake up in a hat
Hat Theory is a great name for a band.
Yeah, it's like,
theory. I saw Hat Theory last night at Irving Plaza.
good.
They would play Irving Plaza.
Hat Theory.
hat theory.
Well, stay tuned after this quick song from Hat Theory. We're back, folks. It's October. I want to thank our sponsors. You got Norse Foundry for all your random number generating needs.
Ow, ow!
Foundry of the
Oh,
North.
natural 20 right off the top.
Get it out now, Troy.
I'm going to just use that for whatever my first roll is. Also, Foundry
All right, so
Virtual
I.
Tabletop. They just wrapped up their Ember Kickstarter. We're so psyched to be working with them.
We had a good time with that.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, and I've been digging in to Foundry for some upcoming shit. How cool has it been to be like going through these gateway planets or whatever's happening and have it just phew, phew, phew,
Oh, it's
phew.
so
That's
cool.
very cool.
So great.
It's so cool.
I don't know if I mentioned this last week, but I didn't know how to do that. And I reached out to, it's a friend of the show who worked on the Gatewalkers module for Foundry. I was like, hey, do you know how to do this? He's like, oh, it's really easy. Just do this. I'm like, oh my God, you've opened my eyes.
That's awesome.
But a lot of cool stuff coming up for Foundry. And we would like more sponsors. So if you're watching and you've got a lot of money and you don't know what to do with it, Troy at Glass Cannon Network.
I would love a sponsorship from Botany 500.
What's that?
They used to provide like all the menswear for game shows and stuff back in the like 80s.
Wardrobes provided by
Botany 500.
Botany 500.
I'd love some new jackets, like a nice dinner jacket.
Will they give you as like a extra add-on gift, like the very long pencil microphones?
Yes.
Because I feel like that'd be
Yeah,
good for
you get the Wink Martindale microphone
Yeah.
selection.
See, you like wearing a jacket at the table,
Mhm.
but t-shirt on tour. Matthew likes wearing a button down at the table, jacket on tour.
Yes.
Interesting.
Wore the shirt for you, by the way.
I can't see it. I don't have my glasses. Mikey, check it out. It says, oh, I love that.
I can't see it.
What's it from?
It's from Swingers.
Ah. It says, Mikey, check it out. His head's
We
bleeding.
make this joke all the time.
Yeah.
Who's at the door? Mikey, check it out. His head's bleeding.
I was just reading an
I'm
oral
going to make
history
Gretzky's head bleed.
of Swingers, and they talked about like how long it took them to get Gretzky's head to bleed.
Really?
And yeah, it was great. So I thought about buying this for you, but I thought he would be very uncomfortable. He doesn't like it when he gets gifts, I feel like, because he doesn't, that would be a sign of friendship.
I
Doesn't want friends.
I do
So I
like
did.
it.
So instead, I bought it for myself and wore it when I knew you would see it.
I like bourbon and local coffee.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my
There you
But
go.
I would wear that shirt.
Local to where?
Local to wherever we're traveling. When someone brings me local coffee, forget it.
So if someone is like, if someone wanted to get you a gift of coffee from, I don't know, Vancouver,
Where they're from.
Right.
and gave it to you here, would you dislike it because it's not local?
Well, it was local to them when they bought it. I
Sure.
appreciate that.
Okay, if I,
appreciate that.
if I buy
outcry.
you coffee from New York, do you consider that nice? Because we live in New York.
Single origin? What are we talking?
Oh, God. Now you've ruined it. I thought
What if-
maybe a Christmas gift, and now
what if-
you're...
Give me the gift and then we'll talk.
What if someone living in Bali were to buy you coffee from New York?
Seems like a lot of effort on their part.
Maybe they
I would
really-
appreciate
Maybe they
that
really like you.
I just want nice coffee. If you like the coffee, ideally it's local. Anyways,
All coffee's local to
It's
somewhere.
Somewhere.
you know we're in Portland right now.
Oh,
we
my
are?
God.
This area.
fun.
Well, kind of.
Oh.
There's time difference, but
Oh, we're having so much fun.
the LA show is 2 days from tonight. Might be sold out, but probably not. So you should come see us at the Terragram. Usually all of Glass Cannon Nation West is out there.
Oh, yeah.
Also, have we ever mentioned the 30-day free trial we have for our subscription service? Just got to go to jointhenaish.com and enter the code GCN30 to get 30 days for free of arguably the best subscription service
Thousands.
in all
and
of our PG
thousands of hours.
entertainment, certainly in
free
terms of
content.
volume.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But the quality is there too. And I'm already thinking about some new shit for 2025. So get in now because this 30-day free trial may not be available next time we speak. Also, thank you for the coffee and the bourbon. What else? I emailed you yesterday. I said, so you bringing a backup?
Oh, yeah.
Maybe.
Did you make a backup?
And his response, I'll tell you what his response was.
Yeah, read it aloud.
I will read it. I will read it. I think I'll read it aloud. I wrote, the subject was Ramius backup.
I was nervous for
I was like,
today.
you bringing in, I said, you ready? He goes, no, not ready. Not even considering it.
Period, send.
Yeah. And I wrote, dying 2 with no healer and no caps. Bold. All caps. So
Well, here
to
was
me.
my thinking. My thinking, well, first of all, I think I've now changed my opinion on this. I now subscribe to the theory that it is bad luck to create a backup character.
You're 100%
now,
correct.
to have some concepts floating around, sure, but to like actually put ability scores on a paper, bad luck. And I also
burning
think
the ships when you land.
Exactly. I also think it diverts your attention from, what's important. Focus. You're already kind of considering that character gone. I'm not doing that with Ramius.
Okay.
But on top of that, I also believed that if Brother Ramius died in this episode, considering this situation, I think everybody's going to die. And so I was like, well, we'll all talk about our new characters and figure out what we're going to be.
Yeah, we'll all consult.
Why would I put all this work into a backup and then find out I got to play something else based on what everybody else wants to play?
I mean, unfortunately, that's not true. Just because you are the party's healer.
Yeah, and I don't, it's a very weird situation, though. Like, this could be super deadly and everybody could die. This also has a lot of Deus Ex Machina stuff to it.
Yeah.
Like, Troy could just decide at any point to pull a shoot. Everything vanishes and you're fine.
Sounds like me.
Yeah, so it's a very, but I mean, the adventure may say it. It may say that, like, after this many rounds, everything, disappears. So even if everybody was down, it's possible that we all escape. I don't know.
But it is tough
situation.
too. If you are the party, like cleric or healer, and you go down and just you go down, you're kind of locked in. Like you have to make a new healing type character.
Oh, yeah.
To come in.
I
So
think
that was the other
you
thing I
should
was
make
like-
whatever you want, and then someone else will die, and they'll have to. Because that's what stinks when
Right.
one person dies at a time. You feel like you need to make
What you made.
a
have
dupe
to
of what you just
fill the
made.
same role.
And I think we should just be chaotic and make what we want.
Well,
I mean,
think of it
that's
this way.
always sounds good, but this game is not built like that.
If you make whatever you want, that's not a cleric. One of us is going to die.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
And
they'll
then
make a
they'll
cleric.
Everybody
Bring it
is
back.
going to die. If there isn't a powerful healer, I feel like, at least in this AP, I don't feel like
It's been tough.
Blood of the Wild doesn't feel like this.
Yeah.
It feels so unbelievably deadly every encounter.
Every encounter.
with some exceptions.
Every encounter?
Some exceptions
a
we
large
matched.
preponderance of these.
Yeah, but more often than not, we're like, heal, oh thank God, oh thank God, oh thank God.
I mean, two characters have died.
And not just that, but also like after combat healing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So unless I do the same exact build,
Yeah.
it's going to be a half a day of heals after every encounter with anything.
Oh, here's
Like,
an idea.
that's what this AP feels
Here's
like.
an idea. What if you do a better build?
I can't do better than I'm doing right now.
I
don't
thought,
understand.
I thought if 2 of you die, then you would have the option to be like, sorry, you got to be.
Oh, that would be so nice of you to
Well,
kill 2 of us.
We've talked.
Yeah.
We've
Well, I
talked
mean, we'll
about
say-
this.
I don't mind being a cleric again. I'm just saying I think that it is kind of essential.
We've talked about this because I had a character die. Matthew had a character die.
Spoilers.
We're talking about this show.
Somebody's
Are you
coming-
just
Took
tuning
me
in
a
now?
second.
Somebody's coming in at this episode and they're like, I have to go back and listen.
Oh, no.
Why'd you tell me?
There's no reason to listen.
But I think, I'm not going to make another fighter. Like I've already made 2, adjacent. I made a fighter and then I made a magus who's kind of like a fighter. So, hey, if Asta dies,
Exactly, but there isn't something that's kind of like a cleric. I mean,
no, I'm
or
saying
kind of is,
if you
but
die, one of us is going to die and I'll do cleric. I don't care.
we'll see.
Just do what you want.
I don't think he's going to die. I think we're all going to be fine. That's how I'm going into this episode.
So nice.
In
Well, except we encountered a little a snag when we realized we were gonna have to reroll initiative.
Oh.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I'm curious what this ruling is going to be.
Yes,
Yeah.
I've thought about this because between the Yosoki and the Gecko and the Night Gaunt, I had you reroll initiative because I just feel like you have a moment to react to the new situation, and this creature in whatever world you're in also has a moment to react, and the speed at which people react determines how this happens. As we switch between the Night Gaunt skin flesh world to this world with this sort of undead-looking creature turning towards you. I feel like that same thing should happen. But there are some interesting sort of little wrinkles. You're dying. You're dying. You know what I mean?
You just made me think of something else now. The way that you just described that, I shouldn't roll initiative.
But we need to have you in initiative to roll the saves, right?
Oh, of course, in initiative, but I'm saying I shouldn't roll. I should just
Keep what you
default to the last of the round.
Okay.
I thought about
Because
that.
I'm not reacting to anything. I can't react to anything.
You're pretty close to where I'm at. What were you going to say,
Well,
Sydney?
I was going to say, and when you go to dying in initiative, you go to the end anyway. So maybe, carry over and you just...
It's weird because you don't go to the end technically. You go to right before the creature that put you down.
Yeah. So I
And
listened
if you-
I listened back.
Yeah.
You rolled an 18 in the episode. The Night Gaunt rolled a 29. So you would have a 30 initiative, essentially. If that had gone one more round, you would have a 30 initiative. But the sort of, as you mentioned, the spirit of the death and dying rules is that by moving before the creature that put you down, all of your allies have a chance to save you. But the new creature or creatures, situations in this world, that's the X factor.
Yeah.
So what I've decided is we're going to have people roll initiative, and your initiative is going to be 0.
Okay.
So that means that everyone will get a chance as well as the creature. You are dying. You have 0
Just
chance
go at the end of the round.
to sort of react to this. So you will have an initiative of 0.
Shit.
Let me walk you
All right.
through what happened again. I think I mentioned this last time, but that sort of grotesque landscape from before, that living planet of skin and hair follicles,
Plane of flesh.
blinked away and was replaced by this dead plane of blackened, cratered stone. Where the sky once hung overhead is now only the starry black of space. Nearby, cracked bones litter the blasted foundation of a ruined building. And in the distance, a delicate palace rises from the rock, its walls formed from giant fused bones. Winds howl into the arch of the aidura from all directions. The first thing you realize upon being transported to this alien world is that there is no atmosphere here
Oh,
Whoa.
Oh no.
on the surface of this planet.
why didn't you open with that? We're done. We're done.
Luckily,
That's a detail you left out.
yeah, I left that out.
Cliffy last week.
You notice that you're like, something is wrong.
Something
here.
off.
The atmosphere on the skin planet was difficult for you to breathe. Some of you became sickened by it or clumsy from the atmosphere as it was entering your brain and making you heady. Well, the change here, you feel there is no atmosphere. Maybe those of you who aren't dying start clutching at your chest as you try to breathe. Luckily, whatever is happening with the aidura and these switches between planes or planets don't cause you to immediately asphyxiate or have your head explode. Perhaps this superposition of worlds is doing something in this little pocket that there's a difference in atmospheric pressure from where you just were, where you are, the original aidura, which is causing sort of this raging wind to suck all of you towards the aidura. So you feel like you can breathe, but all of that mixing together is creating a wind that's pulling you towards the aidura.
A vortex.
Like there's a vacuum trying to be filled. Roll for initiative, except for Joe.
Okay.
And I did have one action left.
I
My
know.
last.
I know.
So that's just
It's gone. It's gone, yeah. Gone like the raging wind.
Gone like the winds being sucked into this gateway.
Roll for initiative, of course, always sponsored by Norse Foundry. Get a set of these. Another natural 20.
Stop.
I have to stop. I have to stop.
no.
Yes.
I've rolled out my
Yes.
20s.
Dude.
Doing that.
Balls! So many balls! Theomachus Barnes, what did you get?
9.
No! Oh, no! Hey, higher than 0. Zephyr, what did
19.
you
Ooh.
All
get?
right, there we go.
19.
Fly away
One-shot kill.
on my 19. Asta in Kitsune form.
Natural 20.
Oh, there she goes.
25.
25. That means you get 3 bonus actions.
Wow.
Just kidding.
That would be awesome.
It's a Joe O'Brien kind of thing. That means you get automatically kill the creature. And then, so 25 total. Buggles.
I got a 22.
22
Heck yeah.
for Buggles. Skid, name a professional athlete who had the number of 22 on their jersey.
22. No, Alex English was 2. Get 2 of them.
2 Alex English.
2 Alex Englishes.
There had to be a better answer.
Ike Davis?
Was he 22? I'm so bad with
Emmett
baseball,
Wow.
Oh, Emmett Smith.
You know what? That's so funny.
Wow.
I was thinking Ezekiel Elliott, but like actually what I was thinking of was Emmett
You're
Smith.
picturing Emmett
I was
Smith.
like, wait, but I swear it was, yeah, that's so
Ike
funny.
Davis wore 29. 29. I'm wrong.
Clyde Drexler. And
Oh,
Clayton,
right.
Clayton Kershaw.
Wow.
Those are the big 322s.
Name one more man. I dare you.
Hey,
Name one more man.
which of those 3 were your favorite?
Yes.
Let me show you. Did I show you a picture of this horrible thing?
No.
Yes.
I think the
Okay.
last time you did, but let me see it again.
Okay. First I accidentally deleted it.
Oh, it's dead. It's gone.
You killed it.
Sweet.
Let me
It's
show
funny
you.
now to see
My
the
Foundry
art.
is a gray mess of nothingness.
Oh, that's
as
right.
I
You don't see
slowly
nothing.
descend
anything.
toward-
Well, this is what the rest of you see.
Oh, yeah.
right.
Oh,
You
yes.
did show us.
Can you see that? What you
Definitely on Eox.
What you
Yeah.
don't see in this picture, this looks like an old lady that died long ago. It's got this white flash of white hair, skeletal features, but with like a blue skin sort of clinging to it, red eyes, a long robe that is tattered at the edges, blue hands that end in clawed, long fingernails, long, bony feet. What you don't see in this image is a long sword in its hand. It will, of course, go first.
Really, it was higher than
Despite a
mine.
natural 20.
Higher than mine,
Well,
eh?
he rolled a natural 20 also.
This rickety crickety old lady.
Didn't even roll a natural 20. Something you guys have yet to realize is that when you're fighting one creature, they tend to always go first.
Especially when the GM rolls natural 20s for initiative.
He said
roll rocks.
he said he didn't
did
even
roll
roll a natural 20, and he beat my natural 20.
It was only a 19.
This is rigged.
It was only a 19.
Yes. Thank you, Foundry VTT. I only use your rolling for initiative. All right, so you see this thing. Remember I mentioned last week that it looked to be like talking to a pile of bones, like
Yes.
having a conversation with it, and then it turned. And its red eyes turn on you, and all of a sudden, sort of like it folds its hands to its chest and bows its head, and it starts chanting a low, haunting melody, almost like a funeral dirge that you can hear through this like mix in atmosphere. Everybody, including
No.
Brother Ramius,
No, not
Must-
doing it.
must attempt a will save.
Will?
Right.
Well, yes. A Sir Willamette Kesmet save.
Kesmet?
Keswit.
What?
Keswick.
How dare you? Soil the memory of
It's
that
cool,
great
though,
halfling.
that Paizo named a save after that character. I don't think we talk about that enough.
An influential
There's
character.
there's no Metra save.
Norse Foundry!
All right, let's take a walk around the table. We'll end on Sydney because she looks sad. Joe, what did
Brother Ramius, fighting death. 27.
27? Pretty good.
I rolled also a natural 16. 23.
23. Caitlin.
Rolled a natural 1.
Oh!
That's why.
But I only have 1 bottle cap, and I feel like I should just save her for when I die, because I could use it and then roll a 2.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I critically failed as well. I got a 10.
Pretty sure I also critically failed. I got a 14.
I revised my estimation of our chances.
All right. The two of you.
Can't we just go to the North Pole?
Yeah, can we go?
I just wanted to go to the North Pole.
Can we go fight the
I just
whale?
wanted- I wanted to
It's
fight
supposed to be
Santa.
like this.
Only
When are we going to fight Santa? We're not even going to get our chance.
It's still October. You two succeeded. You are frightened 1.
Okay.
All right.
Sydney, you failed. You did not critically fail. You were frightened 2. Asta and Buggles critically failed. They are frightened 2. and are going to take a -2 penalty to a saving throw against something this creature can do.
Okay, I just want to say, so we know I'm not cheating or anything. My invigorating fear takes action because somebody gained the frightened condition within 60 feet of me. So
Okay.
I gain temporary hit points equal to their level, or 3 or higher. So basically, I get 3.
3 temporary HP. Yet again, profiting off of others' frightened.
Yes, yes. And
6 hit character.
and Asta starts laughing.
Am I still clumsy?
Matthew or the character?
Character. Matthew is definitely still clumsy, and I can tell you a story about that later. But for now,
No, regale us. How do you lose the clumsy condition? Clumsy, and you say, clumsy always
Well, it was-
includes a value.
It was forced upon us by conditions that were happening on the other planet.
Yeah, so what
Yeah.
did
Yeah.
you just lose it?
Oh, right.
It was. It was the atmosphere,
atmosphere.
that made you
The
clumsy,
atmosphere.
right?
No
Okay.
atmosphere here.
Let me see what the length
Hey.
of that is.
it's cold.
Do you remember if you were
I was clumsy 1.
clumsy 1?
As am I.
Are you still clumsy? It was the atmosphere from the previous planet that made you clumsy. There is no duration on it, so I'll say that this change in atmosphere is enough to remove clumsy from you.
Great.
You're able to breathe. Well, breathing is still a situation.
Now I'm
but,
just scared.
yeah, now you're not feeling great. All right, so its little song there was 2 actions. And
Oh, it was a song.
yeah, it was like a little funeral dirge. And then it's going
Too
to
bad we couldn't hear it because there's no atmosphere.
So are we frightened?
Dynamite.
mention that on the when I
Yeah, but you
did the
mentioned that
song.
it is on the other side of some kind of atmosphere, right?
It's within this whatever's
Oh.
happening here, this sort of space-time anomaly. You're all within it. With this final action, it closes on Buggles. Then the wind takes effect. Everybody roll a fortitude save
Come on.
as the vacuum
no.
of space pulls you towards the Iodara.
Pulls you towards the Aidura.
Brother Ramius, I'd like you to raise your die as well.
Oh, come on, man. Would you stop?
Brief glimmer.
Enough
Success. Now,
already. 22 for Ramius. Fighting hard.
22 for Ramius, okay. Barnes, 10 for Barnes. Caitlin Stamus.
Zephyr, 16.
16 for Zephyr. Asta.
11 Z's.
Yikes. Buggles.
14.
14.
if anyone thought conditions were going to change, they have not.
They have not.
I just want to go
Still
to
have
the
a
North
chance.
Pole. I just want to go to the North.
Just want to kill Santa.
There are a lot of things happening here.
Is this funny? Is this funny?
Ridiculous.
But suffice it to let me just make sure.
Oh my
Can
god.
we do that thing where we write down, we scramble the values of our dice? So like a 1 is a 7, and we just do it randomly. That way, it's not quite so devastating.
So randomize the random number generator.
Exactly.
Here's what happens. Ramius, you are fine. You got enough going on.
You used up my 2 successful recovery checks to stabilize.
That's right. The law of averages means your next roll is
Yeah,
going to be
no,
better.
now I'm just going to die.
No.
Asta, you get pulled towards the Iodara, and you are stunned 1.
Oh no.
Zephyr and Barnes, where you are already adjacent to the Iodara, you stay there. You become stunned 2.
Oh my god.
Buggles, you get pulled towards the Iodara,
Oh my.
But I
and
rolled
you're
a,
stunned 1.
Okay.
So
but I rolled a
Asta
16.
and Buggles, yeah, that's failure. Asta and Buggles, you are stunned 1, where you're already adjacent to the Iodara. The condition is you become stunned 2.
Ooh.
So if, for example, Asta and Buggles, well, I don't need to give you any hints, but yeah, so once again, Barnes
they're
and
raised?
Zephyr stunned 2. Yeah, you start the next turn with 1 less, or 2 less jump.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
How long am I stunned to?
You just lose 2 actions and then it's over.
It ticks.
over, okay.
Yeah.
But I'm sure you have to roll this every round.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was a one-time suck. It seems like an ongoing suck.
The suck is so
Best,
ongoing.
it's the best kind.
Continual suck.
Continual stuff.
Yeah.
Asta, you are up. You have 2 actions.
time
This is so.
time for a long
I'm
suck. All right.
You don't want it to go on too long.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
You know, where we at with TPK? You think so?
Stop.
100%.
I think
100%?
I think we have a chance.
That's usually a good sign when Joe says 100%.
I know that usually, when one of you says 100% TPK,
I
it
just
never
think
happens.
actions are important. They might be the most important single thing you have, and they're being stripped away.
So we got 100% from Joe. Who's dead?
Me having one action next turn definitely increases the odds for Ramius' death.
We making bets?
Which in turn,
the bet is yes or no.
Stunned makes it bad for Ramius. Okay, where are we at? 198?
We're not going to die.
Oh, 0%.
0%.
I like it.
Sid?
50-50.
50%.
Safe.
Safe bet. Very agnostic bet.
Ski, where do you sit?
I don't make bets.
You make bets.
Never tell me the
Gamble
odds.
men.
Never tell me the odds.
I put it all on green.
Put it all in green? Okay. What are you going to do with your 2 actions?
I'm going to use my 2 actions to do a spell. I can't really do anything else. So I am going to
You got some conditions there, right? You are, it
Just
says
stun-
you're prone.
just
That's
stun.
not true.
That's not true. I'm up.
I'm going to remove that.
I am.
Wait,
just-
were you prone though? Previously? If you were prone
I don't
on the last
think I
planet,
was-
you would be prone now.
I can shoot a spell from the ground.
Yes.
you were
That's-
prone.
Was I prone? What knocked me down? A gross.
You jumped up to try to help Ramius and then fell back down.
Oh, you're
Yes, so
right.
you are prone. You retain that.
That's why
condition.
I don't remember if you then got up from that, but I seem to remember you staying prone,
I would have assumed
shooting a spell or something.
I got up
You didn't
when
mark it on your sheet because it affects your stat.
I'm not prone anymore on my sheet.
He
I thought.
doesn't use
Oh.
conditions.
No, I do.
No.
Yeah, so you must have gotten
I think I got up.
She must have gotten up.
I think I got up. Anyway, I'm.
Usually pretty good about removing conditions.
I have stunned on. All right. I'm going to do ignition.
Okay.
I'm going to shoot some fire at the creature. Oh man, come on, Sydney, come on, Asta. They need this. Fuck,
Yes.
I dropped it, but it's fine.
Oh, now Troy loves that. That's his favorite.
Dude, people don't like the way you play. That I know for sure.
It fell out of my hand. Skid watched it. It was almost a natural one.
And you
Right
would
bad.
have re-rolled it.
You would have re-rolled
No,
it.
I wouldn't
it
have.
would have been crap.
That's my fault. That's my fault. Okay, so that's going to be
Rose.
Skid's got the pen out.
22 to hit.
22 to hit. That is a hit.
Okay, it's not that much damage.
Okay, what kind of damage is it?
Fire.
Fire. Okay.
How about a little fire, dead lady? 8 points of fire damage.
8 points of fire damage.
Maybe she's weak to fire.
And Asta
Or
yells.
maybe fire is weakened in this low atmosphere.
Oh, well, I sure hope not.
That sounds
Joe.
like a scientific answer.
Such a bummer.
I don't think Joe relies on those rules.
Joe Brian.
TPK.
Asta yells out though to Aleli, "We have to get out of here!" And she's like shooting the fire from the ground, looking at Ramius, looking around.
So you are on the ground.
Such an amazing image.
I don't know. Okay,
Nice king. So you are on the ground.
she's one knee down on the ground, not prone.
She's squatting. We'll compromise and say that she's
She's
squatting.
squatting.
It's like, hold on, I'm trying to fix it. And you look up at the Shade Wither key that Zephyr hung above the arch, and it's starting to deteriorate.
No.
Oh, no.
That seems bad.
Shade withering.
It's Shade Withering. Boom.
Bottle cap.
Bottle cap.
Buggles.
It started with a B.
All right, I'm going to do. Buggles is going to do a melee ignition.
Okay.
It's like
Look at us.
You got 2 actions, and you're going to use them.
I'm using both for the ignition. I don't imagine that's a 15.
15 is a miss.
Good for me.
But you're no longer stunned.
Oh, great.
Zephyr,
For now.
stunned, dose.
Let's see. With my one action,
You can do a lot with one
where
action.
I'm not trained in medicine, I feel like,
I forgot you're going to die.
yeah, like the most useful thing I could do with one action is like somehow help Ramius, but I can't do that. So maybe just like,
Oh my God, I didn't even see this. So it goes you and Barnes.
Yeah.
And you both have one action,
Gu-
and it's
guidance?
at least 2 actions
Yeah.
to you.
Sky Sage guidance
yeah, I'm just, would it make sense to cast guidance on Barnes?
or hit the creature.
I'm
no.
not near it. I'm one space away. So I need to move up to it if I'm going to use my hands.
You don't have your bow and arrow.
I would take such a negative to it because I'm within the volley.
You could pull
And
a
I'm
potion
already at
off of
negatives.
Barnes's belt and hand it to him.
That's 2 actions.
It's 2 actions.
That's right.
Feels like.
Yeah.
There is a scroll on my belt. I mean, it's still.
But it's still be, yeah.
But she could pull it out for you.
But then he only has
I
one
only have
action
one action.
to interact.
Would guidance help?
She can't
or a
hold the
knowledge
scroll
check
up
helping you with something help?
to your eyes.
Not to save
unfurl.
Ramius.
Read it. One action.
Status bonus
to
to
have it in my
attack,
hand, and I can
perception,
use it.
saving throw. A saving throw. Could I give guidance to Ramius?
No, it's like a mini game.
No, it's not a
he's playing.
saving throw.
You could. I mean, you could give guidance to any of us to
Yeah.
deal with the environmental effects.
Or to Asta or Buggles for attacking the creature.
If we get another round.
If we get another round, I'll do.
Give it to Buggles. He's close.
Yeah, and I don't want to do a knowledge check because I'm negative on everything right now because of frightened. So I'll do guidance for who goes next? Asta.
Okay.
Guidance for Asta. Hey, you're no longer stunned. I'm sure you'll pass that save again next round. Barnes, you have 1 action. You are stunned 2. You look down and you see Ramius unconscious, bleeding from a 30-foot drop, 60-foot drop?
60-foot.
60-foot drop. Bah! His body should be hanging from atop the arch.
Yeah.
But it like hit there and then
Maybe it is.
slumped
Maybe
down.
it's just flopped. It's like hanging right. His head is right in front of my head.
That's so hard.
Give him a Spider-Man kiss.
Goes my ass. Free action. Drop the crossbow that I picked up. Barnes is +1 crossbow.
Okay. It gets sucked into the aidura and explodes.
Oh no. Horrible luck.
Wait, what?
Just splinters.
You see the rune like
Magical crossbow. Wind can break it. And I will pull a scroll off my belt.
You know,
And that's it?
I have 1 action.
we've had these moments several times throughout the first 55. Now we're episode 55. Good number. Twice it has ended poorly, but usually it works out. Dying 2, only a critical failure, a 1 or a 2, because you have to hit at least a 12.
11.
You're dying 2 right now,
Yes.
so it's you have a thing that
have
makes
toughness.
you. Okay, so only a natural 1
Only a natural one.
would kill you.
And that's
But
never happened.
anything a 10 or under,
This is not the time or the
a
place.
2 to 10 brings you to dying 3.
Correct.
You know, you don't know what this creature is going to do next round. You don't know how this wind is going to affect the stun conditions of these people. Hey, let's talk the other end of the spectrum. Critical success brings you to dying 1. Buys you a lot of time.
No, stabilizes me.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, because you were dying 2. I already, in my head, had you at dying 3. Okay, you're...
Ip, ip, ip.
Ah!
Points at Hubert.
Where is Hubert in the initiative?
Oh,
and what is
yeah.
that fucker doing right
What
now?
is his stun
Look
level?
where
Let me
Hubert
guess.
is.
I know. He's actually flanking the.
Look where Hubert is. He's
He's
flanking.
flanking.
Succeeded on his save. He could have handed me the scroll.
I did not.
Wait, he was flanking for Buggles' attack. Did you add that?
I did not roll a will save for Hubert.
Did you add that?
Hubert failed. So Hubert gets pulled just
No.
south of the...
That was for frightened.
Oh, for the...
Now do a will save. Now do a fortitude save for the stunned.
All right, so he's frightened.
He's afraid,
He's afraid.
but he still might be fortitudinous.
Natural 6.
Oh no, Hubert's hat is blowing off from the wind.
Oh no!
Oh, my hat!
Sounded just like it.
All right, so he still gets pulled towards and he's stunned 1. So he has 2 actions.
So he could move to Barnes and hand him the scroll.
No, you have to
This is
take the
getting
scroll out
ugly.
of your pocket first.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's in the same situation,
So
Yeah.
we're no better.
but it's more.
He was
but
just
it's
like...
more interesting.
Didn't I have a John Jamsky on my belt or anything? I don't have a
Wouldn't Hubert move toward us anyway to help out? Like
He's petrified.
he's petrified.
No, I don't have a
scared.
posh.
You mentioned
So
a Deus Ex.
we're stunned
I can't have Hubert be a Deus Ex for you here. I need you to at least go through this.
Just don't roll natural 1.
I
How
love
hard
Brother
could it be?
Ramius. The fans love Brother Ramius.
Yeah,
But
I love this crazy son of a bitch.
Brother
All right.
Ramius.
Okay, come on, Joe.
Are you high right now?
No
Are
cap.
you high right now?
No. Norse Foundry. For all your random number generating Johns.
I'm not going to watch this.
How about a natural 20?
I want to watch.
Yeah. How about a nat 20?
You know what?
I can nat 20.
Let's take a quick break.
You filthy bastards.
It's like icing the kicker. Fucking icing the
Again.
kicker.
Oh, my heart is pounding in my chest right now. God.
We're gonna have to wait. We're back. Joe.
All right. Here we go.
Not looking.
Recovery check for Brother Ramius.
Yeah.
This recovery check is brought to you by Norse Foundry.
This, by the way, this check, the at dying 2, only natural 1 can kill you, is what has killed all the characters on the
Yes.
That's true.
There are 20 different options.
They were never dying 3. Nobody that died on this show has ever been dying 3.
I've never seen dying 3.
Yeah, we.
I can't believe you won't look into the face of death right now. Roll it.
$11. Oh, you died!
On
You
the
did it.
dot.
Dying 1, baby!
You did it.
Dying 1. Oh, the freedom. Oh, I've never been so happy for an 11 in my life.
Middling result.
Wow. Okay.
Oh.
Joyously mediocre.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, I am assuming that frightened does not affect my roll. I don't think it does. I believe by definition, flat checks cannot be modified by anything.
I don't think so.
So, I'm just
why it's
saying,
a flat
I didn't forget I'm frightened. I'm just doing it correctly by
So
not.
how could frightened have a mechanical effect on your roll?
You know how many
when you're
times this comes up
unconscious?
and annoys the shit out of me?
Yeah, it's interesting because you were saying, can I give guidance? You're like, oh, it's
Yeah.
basically a mini game over here. You're configured. The frightened condition always true that you take a status penalty equal to this value on all of your checks and DCs.
Yeah.
And it's
but a flat
checks.
check is not modified.
It's
Right.
not a check.
It's a check, but
A
it's not
flat check
modified.
never includes any modifiers, bonuses, or penalties.
That's what I thought.
Says sexy guy 14 on
I trust him.
D&D 5e player, sexy guy 14.
This is. I'm reading the text. I am reading the text from the
Core rule
core
book.
rule book.
Not player core 1 zoning.
Okay.
But I don't think they changed the concept of flat checks
But I will,
in the
I will
remaster.
pull up the player core.
Oh, God. Please don't. Please don't.
It's a settled law. I think we should move on.
Yeah, no, I think you're fine.
Okay, great. Just wanted to say I didn't ignore it.
Stop Googling Matthew. He said it's fine.
Stop trying to find a way where he's not fine.
Stop.
Oh, I found another thing
Fine.
here.
Stop it.
Stop.
This is the Google AI, of course, which...
It's
The what?
wrong.
Don't
It's
believe
wrong.
Yes,
that.
the frightened condition Pathfinder 2 affects all checks and DCs, which include
No,
dying
don't listen to the AI.
No.
Like, I'm actually serious.
Dying
It
saves
makes
is not
shit
a
up.
term.
Dying
Dying
saves. You sound like a
It's
robot.
not even a term.
You
in
sound like a
Dungeons
robot.
and
The robot
Dragons.
Yeah,
takes
the robot-
things, smashes it together,
You sound like sexy guy 69 from
Okay.
Reddit.
and gives you an okay sounding answer.
Matthew, what do you got?
I've got a flat check here is defined in player core page 456. A D20 roll that measures pure chance. A flat check can't have any modifiers, bonuses, or penalties applied to
You
it.
said he was playing a mini game.
And it is a flat check?
Yeah.
Me being frightened has nothing to do with the luck of whether or not I survive.
Yes.
Right. Is, I
Can't
guess.
believe the Google AI was wrong. Now, here's the question. Is the death save a flat check? Is that considered a flat check?
Yeah,
Or is
right?
that considered...
It's a flat check with a DC equal to 10 plus your dying value. Look at that. I just quoted that right off the top of my head.
You
Zoning.
sound so
Nerd.
smart.
It is a recovery check, which
All
is
right.
different than a...
Here.
No. When you're dying, attempt a recovery check at the start of each of your turns. This is a flat check
Boom.
with a DC equal to 10.
Boom.
I like digging into it because at least we know we got it right.
Yeah.
You know, and I know you'd be pissed if you were like, turns out.
Well, I already did this
Historically-
and I thought I was right. I just want to, I think people might be listening and somebody might think.
Well, it's good to learn, though.
He was frightened. He should be dying 3. That's a big difference.
Yeah.
I did think about it and I think that we're doing it right.
Historically, when we dig into things, we don't generally get more clarity.
No. That's what I feel like we did here. And what I mean, a huge thing for you to be right on the fucking razor's edge.
Right
as
on the
always.
razor's edge.
Round 2. It is this undead horror's turn. Now, I mentioned that Buggles takes a -2 against for a saving throw against an ability this thing has, and just based on the placement of everything, the creature takes its longsword and swings at Buggles. Natural 20.
No.
Stop.
No.
That's not fair.
It's not.
What's the ability? Why
not
does Buggles
fair.
have
Well,
two?
Well, that was just a swing. But now let's see what happens.
The good thing is it's I don't believe it's considered. It's not a named character. Okay, so it's going to be double damage.
It doesn't matter.
We're 3rd level.
I mean the rocks. So many rocks.
So many rocks.
Maximum damage.
Fuck you, man.
Jesus Christ.
It's going to be 30 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
Hope you're having fun.
And then, I was going to, well, I won't say it right now. And then I need you to roll a
Natural.
fortitude save with a -2.
Okay. I'm gonna fail that. I would have failed it even without the -2.
Yeah, but
Maybe
the
20.
level of failure is important here.
16.
16.
Oh, that doesn't sound like a critical fail to me.
You become drained 1
Okay.
as it drains the life from you.
Classic.
Was that void
nonsense?
damage? Or
It's just a condition drain 1. And essentially, thematically,
But the
it's
damage
void
was
damage.
just slashing damage.
Yeah, the damage
That's
is
not
slashing
this
damage.
which takes away HP.
Yeah, it takes away HP and it takes away your max HP.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm in bad shape.
trying to find any triggering
Yeah, but you can
effect
get it
stuff I
back,
have.
right, with like 24 hours of rest, right? Like each drained point, I feel like. Right?
I don't think the rest and when that's coming back is
I'm
the
not all that
concern right
concerned about that.
Yeah, that's fair.
now. It also, it is
I'm not confident in a 24-hour opportunity to rest.
it is stealing life from Buggles, so it gets hit points as it does that. It
Oh my-
drains the life from Buggles. So you take 30 points of damage plus another, what'd I say? Oh, plus your level, right?
Yeah.
For drained?
Yeah. I mean,
so-
I think you get the sense the mini game that we're playing here is like, we're not going to kill the creature. So, like, I feel like we have to
Just have
Try
to
to stay
survive
alive.
Stay alive.
Yeah.
until we teleport
until we shift
again.
away.
Yeah.
Speak for yourself. I'm going to kill this creature.
That's fine. I
Got
mean,
guidance.
taking its attention is survival
Guidance.
in its own way.
Guidance.
The only reason I'm not dying right now is because I had some temporary HP from my frostbite attack in the last fight.
Wow.
That's it. Otherwise,
So
I'd
you
be-
are right at the end.
Yeah.
Second action, it takes a step over, right under Buggles, and then with its third and final action, it swings at Zephyr with the map.
Not at Hubert.
No.
Swing.
Not at Hubert.
Who was flanking?
Of course
it?
not.
Who was flanking?
Oh,
it?
and just,
Easier
and just
target.
double confirming that the drain is not an action. It gets that on any swing, any hit. It just for free gets to drain.
Redrain.
That's I'm going to look that up. It doesn't have the action John on here, but let me just
Might just
make
be part of its
sure.
It's just kind of wild that it's not a natural attack and it has this drain for free. It's pretty wild that it wouldn't be like
Yeah,
part
in
of a
2E
claw.
that tends to be another action when you get something like that, but when I look at the text for, no, it doesn't have the action thing as whereas everything else does.
Okay. I tried, Zephyr.
Yeah, no, it's worth trying. And listen, you might be right, but we gotta move on.
We
here.
got to, our hands are tied.
We'll find out between episodes when we start a new adventure path. Here is a attack on you with the map. Natural 20 is still a natural 20, though. That might be a crit. That is going to be a 27.
Not a crit, even with all my negatives. Regular
Ooh.
hit.
Okay.
Wow.
Nice.
Regular hit, even with all your negatives. 13 points of slashing. And then I need a fortitude save.
Let me do 13 damage. Fortitude save. 8?
It's a critical failure. Now, what's interesting here is in the text of Drain Life, it doesn't say you become Drain 2 on a crit, which is strange. Usually, the critical failure, like if it was a basic save, but
but
it
it's
doesn't,
not a basic
it doesn't use the word basic save or anything. It just says you make a save or become Drained 1, and then it says something else that doesn't relate to this. So I'm just going to make you Drained 1. Yesterday,
I'll take it.
I had decided differently, but I think you need all the help you can get. So, yeah, you are drained 1 as well. So throw the old drain condition. And now The wind whips through the hollows. It's almost beautiful. If you weren't in this terrible situation, everybody roll a fortitude save. And you should know that the creature is unaffected by this as a native.
But it's the aidura that's generating
Yeah, it
this
just
vortex.
says that the creature's unaffected by it. So I tend to go by that.
Such horse shit that this thing wouldn't be stunned by this. What did I get? 20.
24.
You just making that up?
I thought it sounded good.
You're like, that sounded like a 20.
I'm not that familiar with the game, but whenever somebody says 20, everybody celebrates. So 20.
20, 24,
14.
14,
Dirty 20.
dirty 20,
11.
11. Okay. What was that, 14? Mm-hmm. 11. All right, so Asta, Barnes, and Ramius success. Unfortunately, Zephyr and Buggles are stunned too again.
So success is
Success unaffected.
one. Unaffected. Oh, great.
Yeah.
Huge.
That's huge, actually.
Oh, that's interesting. Did anybody crit fail last time? I don't think I said crit fail. Oh, I said you guys crit fail.
I didn't crit fail. I got a 16 last time. I got higher.
I did.
I got it.
Oh, you were stunned too because you were next to the
Because I was next to
Aidara.
it, yeah.
But no, you crit failed?
Yes. That's why I was stunned too.
Okay. You fall prone from that failure. So you should be prone.
That will not matter.
Yeah, it won't matter.
That's
I
what
just
I've
threw that
chosen
on
to
there.
do.
Because, yeah, now you're actually on a level with Barnes. You're welcome. But Zephyr and Buggles are stunned too.
Oh my.
Stunned two and drained one.
Yeah. I always say this is the best condition to have because when you sit down to a table to play a game with your friends,
Yeah.
the main thing you want to do is not anything.
Play less.
Is play.
It's
Like,
not play.
do anything.
Don't we have those antidotes?
Stop it. You're doing an impression of me. That's pretty good.
I look at a spreadsheet that's not a character sheet from 3 months ago and find a.
Kate was right to bring the blanket. It's a game where you cozy up and just kind of sit and not
Well, now I'm all
play
sweaty.
your character.
Nervous.
Before Asta's turn, a man in a tuxedo
What?
appears
Actually?
What?
with a plaque
What?
and hands it to you.
To me?
Yep. It says, you win. This is the most conditions on your party.
Oh, wow. All right.
Wow.
She
Congratulations.
she holds it up.
We all golf clap.
I didn't even know I was nominated.
Wow.
Have fun tonight.
What
and
a
then he
surprise. Oh. She tucks that into her dress, and I'm going to add that to my character sheet.
So many conditions.
What's the plaque made of?
Most conditions.
What's it made of?
She's going to use it as a weapon at some point.
And melt it down. You're not stunned, right?
Nope.
You succeeded. So you are not stunned. That is huge. Actually, did I?
I was only
Success, the creature is unaffected. Yeah, so
Yeah.
you're good.
I was only
You're good.
stunned one, I'm done.
Succeed. This is just fucking enormous.
I believe in you.
it's my turn, yes?
Yes.
All right. I'm ready to absolutely destroy. Can I move somehow adjacent to the character without, like, is there a way to walk through my friends' spaces? Like, I just don't know on this map if
Yeah, you can walk through your ally spaces. You can't walk through the enemy space. So
But
if
I
you're
can
trying to
move-
get to that space to the right, you run the risk of provoking, but you haven't seen her use that ability.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. And also Zephyr and Buggles are stunned right now, and she can't really do anything for them, and they're kind of like frozen. So she's just gonna try to weave between them and then slide down diagonally along this like platform we're on to get next to the creature.
Smart, you're there, and it didn't do anything.
Awesome. She is going to, with her katana, spell strike.
Okay. So second and third action, or is that one action?
It's two actions together. So I am going to swing.
I mean, this is
Come
enormous.
on. And I'll tell you what spell I'm doing at the same time. I'll do I wonder, undead. Do you think gouging claw, do you think bleed matters to
No.
undead? No.
Absolutely not.
But it's still my highest damage dealing spell. I can do melee. So you know what? I'll still do gouging claw. It's fine.
But it might have resistance to slashing damage. Well, it's not a skeleton, right? It's like a zombie-ish.
It has skin.
Yeah.
Undead. Okay. Yeah. Then maybe
Yeah.
you're fine.
Okay. I'm going to do my gouging claw. I'm swinging my katana. Two-handed. Okay. Come on. Come on, Asta. You're so strong. Okay. Yep. 26 to hit.
With the +1 for the.
with the +1 from guidance. 27 to hit.
Hit.
Okay. So that's going to be.
Standard hit.
Okay. Don't make it
make it
worse.
weird.
Don't make it sound bad. It was fun and cool. Max. So that's 14 points. Slashing with my katana, and here comes the gouging claw slash damage. That's going to be, is there any pluses on that spell? I don't think so. That's going to be, no, so it's 10 slashing plus 3 persistent bleed if it's able to take bleed.
Okay. You know, we ran into this in SideQuest Side Sesh with Champ Kindly. The skeleton was not immune to bleed, right?
Well, the PC skeleton. Like
PC skeleton.
typically, monster skeletons are immune to bleed, but they said transferring that to a player is overpowered as an ability.
It's one of those things that drives me crazy where it's just game balance and makes no sense
Yeah.
otherwise.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, this creature has plenty of immunities, but bleed is not one of them.
It's possible it could have.
Yeah, it could have like black blood, you know?
Right.
Oh, heck yeah. Okay, cool. So yeah.
So
Hardcore.
3 persistent bleed.
Yep.
All right.
Plus all the slashing damage. How's it looking?
Great. With
Well-
the energy that it healed from striking Zephyr and Buggles, you think it may live forever.
I made a mistake.
What?
I should have told you to hold.
Why?
You'll see in a minute.
Are you going to hit me
Well-
with a big spell that's going to hurt me?
No.
Well, it's interesting. It's Buggles' turn. Let's give him his action, and then it's Zephyr's turn, and then it's your turn. And then hero.
Yeah, like hold for.
That's all right. Go ahead.
Joe and
You'll see,
Matthew have been
Okay.
talking.
You guys have been whispering my whole turn.
And I want to know.
So
did it
rude,
on
by
you.
the way.
Dying to know, but it's Buggles' turn.
Maybe you missed it, but my turn was actually cool, and I did some cool damage.
No,
You
I
should
heard
really
your
pay
turn.
attention to your friend's turn.
That's why I should.
They were only concerned about their turns.
Yeah, clearly.
Guys, Buggles and Zephyr have one action. It'll be quick.
So I'm not even gonna bother unleashing the Ku'ulakan. There's no point. So he's like reeling. He's stunned. And so he just like presses his fingers to his temple and unleashes another Psyburst. Please give me a reflex save.
A reflex save from Psyburst 17.
That's a fail.
Nice.
3 points of damage.
Woo!
Yeah.
And that's mental
Bludgeoning.
bludgeoning. Okay, 3 points of bludgeoning damage with a Psyburst. You're no longer stunned. You are drained.
But I will be again next
We
turn.
will be again. Guaranteed.
Zephyr.
With Zephyr's
Zephyr.
single action, now that this undead horror is right next to her.
You're going
Call
to
her
attack it.
an undead whore.
You're going to attack and hold
Why?
because I'm trying to save people's lives here. And if
Can you share with the class what you want to do?
He's going to do the spell scroll
Can you
he
trust?
has.
Can you trust him?
No.
Okay.
I'm
Wow.
going to cast heal, but now because Buggles is so hurt, I'm going to do the 3-action burst heal. And the creature was at full HP, so it wasn't going to make a difference. And
But shouldn't it hurt?
It'll hurt
Shouldn't it hurt it?
it's undead. But
Yeah.
don't you have to choose to cast a defensive?
I don't not in 2E. I don't think.
I don't think
No, I think it'll just take
Great.
the void damage.
Let's
Yeah.
confirm that and then
Vitality
swing
damage.
away.
Vitality damage. I thought it was.
I don't want to hold.
You'll go
Holding
in
sucks.
25 seconds.
You don't have to hold. It doesn't. It
No, I
doesn't
know.
impact
Doesn't matter.
that at
I'm
all.
just.
But if that's true,
Yeah.
I'm sure. Well, it doesn't. It's not going to heal the creature. Certainly not going to heal the creature. This creature must
it
heal
just gets
from
a save.
void damage.
It just gets a save.
Right, and the DC is your
My class DC.
DC.
I have something really cool I can do actually with my one action.
You still get to do it.
Okay, do
Okay,
it.
awesome.
Do your
So with,
cool thing.
With her one action, she's going to cast Inner Upheaval, her focus spell.
Ooh.
It's not new, it's just renamed in the remaster, and I haven't been using that new name. I think it was Key Strike before.
Okay.
With her Fisty Fists. So it's a flurry of blows. So I get 2 chances with a +1 bonus. Oh my god, let me go to where my fists are, my weapons.
Yeah, get a +1 bone on your attacks with the strikes, and the strikes deal an extra 1d6 damage.
26 for the first hit.
Wow. It's a hit.
And then the second
Nice.
one
Oh my god.
is 19.
Miss.
Miss. Okay, so I hit with the 1. So that means I do
You do an extra 1d6 damage, and you can choose the damage type.
I know. So
would
I
choose
do
void.
2d6. No, I'm going to do vitality.
Yeah.
Don't spoil. Okay, hold on. So extra d6, so 3 fucking points of damage, but 1 point of that is vitality damage.
All right, so what's the total damage?
3 points total.
Okay.
Man.
Damn it.
3 points total damage. How many d6s did you roll?
2 d6s. I rolled a 2 and a 1. So the 1 is vitality damage.
Points of damage. Okay.
And then I need you to roll a... Where is it again? Powerful fist.
Stunning
or no,
fist?
Stunning fist, right? Or is that only with blows? Stunning blows. Sorry, it's a new name. So, when I do flurry of blows, you need to make a fortitude save.
Either strikes hit and deal damage. Fortitude save. Okay. And this has the. Does it have the incapacitation trait?
No, it only has the monk trait. Stunning blows.
Stunning blows. I think I failed.
Stunning fist?
I thought
It's
it had-
called stunning blows in the remaster.
Oh, gotcha.
What were we doing that had the incapacitation trait? I can't remember now.
Stunning. What?
I thought it was stunning, but
The stun.
yes, stunning blows is an incapacitation effect.
Oh, it doesn't have it on my sheet.
Yeah,
Okay.
so you'd have to critically fail.
Well, let me see. I did roll pretty poorly. It's a 15,
Regular fail.
so success. Okay.
But you still do the damage.
Yep, you still did the damage.
Finally, your guys' turn. I know you guys want to talk so much over there.
So you guys were talking. You guys were
much-
really chatty
So
Cathy's,
distracting.
telling tales after school. What's going on over there?
You want to tell the class?
You know, if you hadn't called it out in this audio medium, no one would have ever had to know.
There are several cameras.
Surrounded by
They
cameras.
weren't pointing at us.
Francis would take care of us in post-production.
I imagine he's going to cut to you guys just like kibitz like, what's
Well,
going
now
on over
he's
there?
gonna
Because
have
that's foreshadowing.
It's just not very nice when
foreshadowing.
not everyone's listening to
Sorry,
your turn.
Francis. Your creativity has been hemmed in because everyone was called out, and now you have to cut to it.
I'd watch the edit and be like, can we see more Matthew and Joe being rude?
I was trying to save time.
Oh, it's your turn? Hey, Sydney.
Hi. Oh,
Yeah, do it. Underwear.
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 You want to change underwear at lunch?
What are you having for lunch? Also, do you want to
Exactly what we were saying. It's so crazy.
We do share clothes on recording days, too.
It's true. It's true.
That's good, Joe. All right, what do you want to do?
From the ground.
From the ground, you're prone.
Barnes.
From the
No,
ground.
you're pro.
Fox stands up and does a dance.
What's wrong with
No, I stay on the ground. I'm holding a scroll. That is a scroll of heal.
Okay.
Barnes is a scroll thaumaturge as well.
Where'd you get the scroll?
I bought it with my starting wealth,
With your money.
money.
When you built this character.
Yes.
Okay.
He's going to spend all 3 actions to cast heal and do a burst, which should get everyone, including the creature who has to roll
Including
fortitude save.
The creature who, yes, has void healing. So fortitude save is going to be a 28.
That is a critical success.
Great.
Yeah, this-
All right, but hey, you get to hail your friends.
I think this is what we were talking about, is trying to figure this. Scroll thaumaturgy allows you to cast a scroll from any tradition, as if it were on your spell list, but you use your class DC instead of the scroll's DC.
Doesn't matter. In this case, he succeeded.
Not if it were what it says on my sheet. I think that what's listed on my sheet is the scroll's DC, not my class DC.
What is your class DC?
Your class DC is not higher than 18.
It says 19 on the scroll DC.
Yeah, but what is your class DC?
Pretty sure it's 17.
Okay, so that's all that matters.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is that-
I'm pretty sure it's 18. Is charisma the main ability of a thaumaturge?
Yes.
The key ability? And you have a +4?
And I'm trained, so it should be 10 plus 3 plus 4, 17.
10 plus 3 plus 4, 17, yeah.
Yeah. But so you don't worry about your Eoxian friend.
I'm not.
No, I was trained as +2.
Matthew.
+2, so it would be 18.
How much healing did you do, Matthew?
Everyone gets 1 point of healing.
No.
That
Good
can't
job.
be right.
Well, that's all right.
Good job.
Was it 1 die?
1d8.
Well, even if the creature critically failed against that, you only would have done 1 point of damage.
You are no longer dying, but you are wounded 2 because you were already wounded 1.
I was? I don't
I have wounded on
I
your.
think you did
I don't believe you.
die.
Oh yeah, I died in the creature's grasp.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, but you're no longer dying. You're just wounded 2, and a crit will take you to permanent death.
Buckles,
And
you
a
get
quit will take you to permanent
you get a hit point
death.
back.
Yeah.
Single hit point.
Yeah. Feel great.
I feel better.
Thank you.
And the
Thank you,
spell
Bonds.
disintegrates into dust in my hands.
And the spell disintegrates into dust
How do you
in your hands.
cope with this?
Oh, you see all my rage. I mean, it's all in there.
The rage is very unhealthy. Is there another strategy?
I'm very unhealthy.
If there is, he has not discovered one.
I'm very unhealthy.
Are we still frightened?
Oh no,
Does the frighten go down?
I forgot
Yeah.
that
Frighten goes down
when
anyway.
I hit it with my fists, it actually takes 1d6 plus 3, and I just gave you the dice.
So I'll take another 3 damage.
It takes another 3 points of damage.
Okay.
And it's dead.
So it's dead.
No, it's very, very strong. All right, Barnes, that was 3 actions. You're still lying down. Ramius, I changed your elevation because I still had you 60 feet up, and look, you dropped under the arch. Isn't that fun?
I haven't looked at the map because I couldn't see anything. Oh, now I can see everyone around me.
I still think it's fun to have him, just kind of hinged over the top of it.
I like the idea that he hit it and then just flopped off.
It's like ragdoll, he hits it and then just like flips to the ground.
Flap, flap. And take another
I see.
10 points of damage.
And you're dying 3.
All
So
right,
many more broken ribs.
Ramius, you are unconscious. Or do you have... No, you
No,
have
I have
one
one hit point, so
All
he wakes up.
You have 3 actions and 1 hit point.
Keeper, protect us.
And this is the first time you're seeing this planet.
Yeah, exactly. He doesn't even know what's going on, but looking up and around for a moment, ooh, this is tricky. I think he's just gonna blast off a 3-action heal. The same thing Barnes just did.
Wow.
And it is his last heal. So this is it.
Oh,
This is it.
Bad for several reasons.
I just think it's so insane. If I'm not mistaken, the design of this was that you fight the dragon, and then without a long rest, you do this, right?
All of this.
Like that was the design.
Could have rested after dragon fight.
I believe
I don't think
rushed us into.
Yeah, the thing started
We
happening.
had a couple hours, but like
No, she was setting up. You could have taken the rest. I mean, I don't know if you could take an 8 out. You could do whatever you want. She was like,
We couldn't have rested.
I think we spent all that time healing.
And also, then the dragon showed up.
no, this was after the dragon and
Oh.
before the telescope.
After the dragon fight, you could have rested. You didn't request it.
We just healed.
Oh, she was rushing us.
Oh, Lily
she was
was
like,
like, "We have
something
to
could
go."
come out. We
Yes.
have
Yeah.
to go.
She did mention that.
All right, so it's not by design. It was a Troy trick.
Troy.
No, she just said, you know, do what you want. But we're in the middle of the jungle.
Yeah.
That's not what she said.
Well, and also I
was
didn't
considered more
see this
urgency.
as epic.
I've been
combat coming.
oath-danning you since day one.
I was about to say, we just got oath dance.
Hate that kid.
All right, 3-action heal. Keeper, protect us. And it'll burst out to everyone, including the creature. So I'll need another one of those fortitude saves.
Fortitude save. Ooh, I think I failed the fortitude save.
Ooh.
In fact, I know I did. It might even be a critical.
Trash ass!
I rolled a 15.
You take 4 points of damage.
So
Everybody heals 4 hit points.
It's better than.
You get it too. You get it too.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
Clark.
This isn't funny, you guys. Can you be serious right now? You two?
That was pretty serious.
I was really mad.
I know. It just sucks to suck all the time.
You wouldn't.
All the time.
I'm trying to decide if it would suck worse if we this is our life. This is our job. This is what we do, and we have to be bad
Yeah. All the
because
time.
of random numbers.
You were so scared Remus was
Just
going to die.
practice rolled 13.
You were so scared he was going to die, and now you're like, this fucking shitty character.
Well, I really wanted to help you guys out.
But would it be worse if
So
this
mad.
is just something we did for fun and we were equally as bad at rolling, and it was our leisure time?
Yeah, it's not so bad sucking at your job. Who cares? It's just work.
Of round 3.
Top around 3.
We're
is the-
laughing
We
so we
better
don't cry.
teleport to
Top around
a
3 to you.
sea of tranquility.
I'm so happy that I can't stop crying. Longsword coming at Asta's face.
You know what? I also think it's
Wait.
goddamn ridiculous that every single time we randomly teleport somewhere, there's always some evil ass thing right there.
What are the odds?
Like, why couldn't we teleport
Way
into
stronger
a
than us.
hospital? No chance.
Like a children's party or something.
Or just like
It's a dog.
They don't have aidura in
a
hospitals?
Quaker meeting or something.
Yeah, right at a Quaker meeting. Oh, hello. Well, are you hungry? Like, you know?
An adoption center, and there's a lot of kittens.
A cat cafe.
Tokyo.
Nope, just a horrible planet.
There's somebody else in here.
we
Just
have to
go
do the-
ahead, try to hit me.
Do the winds happen before this?
No, the winds happen after.
I don't even care anymore.
Here we Goo. Okay.
There's too much shit on me.
Make sure that's not cracked.
I want to be around
You
anymore.
said it would be interesting.
It's going to be a 25 to hit.
You're gonna hit me with a 25? You're gonna hit a girl?
She's a
big
girl.
man.
She's a girl.
Pulling out all the stops.
Are you still
She's an old lady.
On my birthday?
Oh, man.
Not a crit, right?
No.
11 points of slashing damage.
You wish it was.
This longsword cuts across your body, and you feel your life leaving your body, going into the sword arm of this undead woman. Please give me a fortitude save against the drain life ability.
Against a drain life ability.
16.
You are drained 1.
It's not so bad.
Add that to your sheet because you're gonna
Train one.
die.
I'm trained one. It's
Look
fine.
at that face.
And then,
I
of
think you
course,
got the total wrong.
Thanks, Skid. Skid changed my dice for me. It's actually more than that.
Oh, let me
Yeah.
just add those temporary hit points that I just stole from your body. I'm going around the horn here. Second attack is coming at Buggles.
No, hit me again. Why don't you?
What about Hubert, who's adjacent to him?
I can't even see me so small.
He's such a piece.
Actually, I got a 2-3 here. We'll decide if we're going to go Zephyr or Buggles.
Or Asta again.
It is Buggles. I'm sharing the wealth here.
You're gonna go down because you only.
Oh,
For sure.
oh,
HP.
that might be a miss. 13.
That is a miss.
Wow.
Okay.
I didn't know this creature was capable of a 13.
And then the final attack
This creature
on
named Troy?
action,
Yes.
Kate.
Didn't know this monster we're playing with was capable.
6.
Like critical fail?
Critical
Yeah,
failure.
critical fail.
You get a free attack. On
I
it.
do?
Yeah.
Stopped.
Don't
Don't lie to me. I believe everything you say.
Tell her that.
You get to decapitate.
so horrible. So mean.
You lie to me?
I lied to you.
Oh,
you
my
lie to
God,
me?
that's so mean.
On her
right.
birthday?
He set me up earlier.
birthday.
I hadn't made one of those jokes in a while.
That's good. That's good, Joe. All right. Here comes the wind. Everyone, give me a fortitude save.
Fortitude.
The summer wind came blowing in.
Check this
From
box back.
across-
Natural 20, Brother
Baby.
Ramius. He's fighting back. Norse Foundry.
Nat 20. What about Barnes?
16.
Oh, stun 2. What about
Stunned 2?
Zephyr?
That can't be a
10.
critical fail.
It's not, but if you're adjacent to the
Oh, if
Iodara,
you're-
you go straight to stun 2.
Oh, so you're like, you should be moving away from it.
Zephylingo?
10. I'm
I'm saying in the design.
Stun
of the-
2.
Would you like me to take back
I
my
know
heel?
the position you were in. I know. I'm saying in
Asta?
the design.
27.
They want you to keep.
Okay,
trying to
that's
run
a
away
success. So
Okay.
that's good for you because you're not going to be pulled towards the Idara at all, and you won't be stunned. Buggles.
Natural 20.
Yeah.
Natural. 2 nat 20s.
We're coming back, baby.
So that is
Turning
very
this
important.
thing around.
Buggles will not be stunned this round.
Turning this Ayadara around.
Asta, it's your turn. Huge turn here. The winds have changed. You guys are no longer dying, but with 3 of you drained and Brother Ramius wounded 2, you're not out of the woods yet. What do you do?
Here we go. Dimensional assault. She disappears, reappears below the creature, stabs into it immediately so I can get my spell strike back.
Boom.
Here we
All right, so this is
go.
a regular little slasher-rooney.
A regular little
Maybe you'll crit. Maybe you'll crit. Maybe you'll crit.
A Rooney. Say it one more time.
Nope. Like a
Beetlejuice.
sneeze.
Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. Okay, here we go. 17.
Miss.
Okay, that's okay.
And it was off guard. But that is a miss.
A miss. Okay. Oh, Skid fixed it for me
15.
again.
Oh.
It's better.
Okay.
I love the pen. All right. Now,
can
Was
you
that
fix-
2 actions to do that? To
no, that's just one action. My
Dimensional
dimensional
assault?
assault. It's a conflict spell. I get my spell strike back by using it. I'll take the map on my attack.
Okay. But
right.
You can spell strike.
Do I not take the map?
Oh, you take the map.
take the
I
map,
just don't
yeah.
know if you want to do that. You might want to just save your spell strike for your full attack bonus next round.
No.
Or be a hero.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna attack, spell strike. I'm gonna do gouging claw again. Did you remember to take 3 points of bleed on your turn?
I didn't. Let me roll my flat check, and I failed my flat check. So
Still bleeding. Ichor.
Yeah.
my Foundry automates it all for me, so I did take it.
Quite cool. Just checking. Yeah, seeing that blood, Asta is just invigorated to keep stabbing away. Here we go. Spell
ready,
strike.
ready to help.
Another gouging claw. Thank you, Skid. Thank you, Skid. Here we go. No, 15.
That pen is real useful.
Skid changed it again. Can I use the other one? It's a miss. Troy's distracted, but it's a miss.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just looking at it because I've been automating the bleed damage. He is no longer bleeding, but he took damage the last 2 rounds or whatever it was.
Oh, but it passed its thing now?
Yeah, it passed it because it automatically.
Oh, you didn't have to roll. Okay. Yeah.
Like, why is it no longer bleeding? Because Foundry took care of it for me. Thanks, Foundry VTT. What did you do with your turn?
I missed on all my stuff.
What a shame.
And now I'm next to Hubert, and she says, Hubert, you have to do something.
I'm so scared now. I've never seen anything like this.
Okay, well, we're all gonna fucking die, Hubert!
I'm so
You
wet.
don't move your fucking ass!
I'm so scared and wet. And it's Buggles' turn.
All right. So I don't think that I can unleash my psyche because last round I did my psi burst, right? Which I don't think counts as a spell.
Okay.
Because I have to cast a spell on the previous turn before I can unleash. So yeah, I don't think
Psyburst isn't a spell.
Psyburst has the concentrate, evocation, mind shift, occult, psyche, and psychic.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it does because it's a feat. It's not. So I don't know.
Huh.
Oh, it is a feat.
Yeah.
But it has the evocation trait. What's another spell? Like Gouging Claw?
Yeah.
Let's look that up.
I don't think spells have the
Spells don't have a spell.
It says occult, and I mean this is pre-remaster obviously, but it has
Gouging
occult.
Claw has the cantrip trait, for example.
Okay.
And then
and then like Charm has the spell trait.
My focus spell.
That's what I was looking for.
Oh, I didn't know the spell was.
Yeah, I don't
My focus spell doesn't have a spell trait.
It's funny because invisibility, for example, has the. Well, let me just look here. It has the illusion trait. It doesn't have the spell trait, but obviously it is a spell. Well, it's listed as a spell. That's the thing. Whereas Psyburst is a feat.
Yeah.
I mean, Cypress has the occult trait, and under occult it says this magic comes from the occult traditions. Occult tradition.
Yeah, no one's debating this magic. It's just, is it a spell? And if it, whereas invisibility says spell, and Cyburst says feat. I see what you're saying there. Yeah.
Okay. I'd love to get an external ruling on that from anyone who knows better, but
yeah,
as far as I know, I can't unleash my psyche. So instead, he is going so that with the Kuulakan suppressed by the shitty rules of this game, he is going to do a frost-based ignition.
Okay. Frost-based.
Natural 20.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Natural 20. 2 in a row for Buggles. That is a named character doing a spell.
Ooh.
What spell was that?
Magic crit. That's ignition.
Ignition, my
Fire.
goodness. Okay.
Cold ignition.
Or cold ignition.
Cold ignition. All right, this one from Luke S. in Glasgow, Scotland.
Luke.
Glasgow.
Hey, so
Scotland.
good to hear from the fine people of Glasgow.
Hi, Luke.
Hi, Luke.
Okay, adaptive biometric crit. Not all crits are made equal. Sorry, not sorry, GMs. If a beautiful, pure, clean player pulls this crit, triple damage on the hit, and you are hasted for 1d4 rounds.
Yes.
And Skid just basically nerfed himself.
I did.
If
How
a
pure
dirty,
is that?
Is
disgusting
this anything more
GM
pure
pulls
and
this
clean?
bad boy, roll damage as if it was a normal hit. It is not a crit.
That's so
That's amazing.
rude.
Adaptive biometric
That
crit.
is the finest Glaswegian crit I've ever
Thank you,
heard of.
Luke.
You are hasted for 2 rounds, and that will be triple damage.
Come on.
Triple damage,
You'll be
dude.
I should say quickened.
Come on, Buggles.
Yes,
Okay.
quickened.
All right.
Holy shit.
Okay. That's 27 points of damage.
Let's
27
go.
points of damage. Awesome.
It scared me.
Well, it shouldn't be an odd number, right?
Well, 27 is divisible by 3.
Yeah, it's 3.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're right.
That's not-
Apologies.
Nice one, Kate.
I was thinking double damage.
damage.
Girl math.
27 points of damage with the frost ignition.
Yes. So
Amazing.
it's cold damage.
Oh, look at Buggles. He's all cold,
It's
electrified.
amazing.
Okay. Do you have another action,
We're
Buggles?
gonna live forever.
And then
Well, you're hasted now, too.
Quickened.
and I am
Or quickened.
You wouldn't
You gain that action.
gain it next
Oh,
round.
okay. So I'm gonna do
Typically the way we
another
The next 2 rounds.
cyburst or a reflex save. Please.
Okay, reflex save against this Mental effect 22.
Okay, that's a success. Ooh, max damage though. You take 4 points of bludgeoning.
4 points. Bludgeoning the mind of this creature.
Dude, how did you get that thing on Buggle's token on Foundry?
It's quickened.
Is that
That's
cool?
Quicken?
Yeah.
That's awesome. I thought it was
cool.
related to the frost. He's all fired up.
I mean,
Yeah.
huge that you rolled a nat 20 on the save against the wind that would have made you at least
That would've-
stunned one.
Yeah.
Zephyr.
This should be the effect on
it's
me
my
when
turn?
the Kuulakon comes out.
Yeah, I could just
What
put that
it look
on
like.
for flavor all the time.
Yeah.
Zephyr, you got one action. Make it. If anyone's going to do something with one action, it's Flurry of Blows Johnson over here.
Yeah. Are you seriously going to be doing
Yeah,
this
they're
on my
still
turn
doing
again?
it.
Whispering again.
Sorry. Zephyr, I've been waiting so long
Only
for
got
your
one
turn.
action.
Can't wait to see what you do with your
I
action.
apologize to Francis, who now has to cut to that.
Yep.
Not to me though.
I also feel less
Lots of
special
class.
because Joe and I have a whole whisper thing at
Yeah.
live shows, and I just see Joe does it with everybody. I guess whoever he's sitting
Well, we
next to.
never do this. This
We had
is
the-
just a very complicated combat.
We also had the whisper thing before you sat at that table.
How dare you?
my-
You sat at the other table.
How dare
Joe
you?
and I had the whisper.
So
Yeah, I used to sit with
rude.
Skid, and it was awesome.
Never talk to her.
Skid and I would not talk or look at each other.
Very respectful.
So,
Yeah.
Like strangers on a bus.
Not talking.
so
Like
rude.
strangers on a bus.
So rude.
Zephyr, what do you got?
Flurry of blows with
Flurry
your
of
fisty
blows.
fist.
Point blank range.
And off guard.
Do it. Do
Oh,
it.
okay.
Do it.
No,
You know, Kate, maybe I was
come on.
saving you
It's not
from
off
Joe's
guard. Stop
backseat
it.
driving.
Why is Hubert's there? Hubert's there.
Hey, Hubert helped in something. It's off guard.
Hubert must be annoying the shit out of
I
this
think
dead old
that
woman.
if I roll and you guys keep talking, I just get to roll again.
Not-
Because
not how it
that
works.
roll's gone now.
That works.
That roll
13.
didn't even happen.
Yeah.
18 is a miss. But maybe with the second flurry, you'll hit.
Says the narrator.
9.
But maybe.
9!
Second flurry.
Here comes Kate with the second attack.
Oh, she missed.
The narrator just become Casey Kate.
Didn't see that
I was going
coming.
for a top 40 there.
Rolling at number 29. Our countdown of failed rolls.
You are no longer stunned 2. Speaking of stunned 2, Bards!
Do you want me to hold?
Lying down next to your friend Ramius. Just a couple of
You're
buddies.
full. You don't have any damage? Yeah. All right,
lying
then
under
yeah,
the
do whatever you want.
stars.
Barnes is going to do exploit vulnerability on this thing. See if I can shed any light on what it is. Esoteric lore. Okay, natural 18.
Ooh.
That's a 29.
Damn.
Let me guess. No weaknesses.
It is a creature known as a Cairn White.
Oh! Karen White. We fought her before.
You know what?
Cairn.
We have fought Karen White before.
So
and
she's a
It
Karen.
was also
She's a real
A white
Karen.
a
Karen.
near TPK.
Wait, that's right.
Cairn White.
A white Karen. She's
that
a real
it?
I'll talk
Karen.
about this on Cannon Fodder. Karen White.
Karen White. Does Karen have any?
Jesus, Karen!
Karen.
Get off the dais!
Karen. She's a real Karen.
Was that a critical success against the standard DC for the creature's level?
What's interesting? So, yeah, for the baseline, it would be. Yeah, I'm gonna give it to you.
Okay. I know all of the creature's weaknesses.
None. Has none.
Great. I learn all the creature's resistances and immunities.
No resistances. Several immunities. Death effects. Disease. Paralyzed. Poison. And unconscious.
Any
So it just goes from totally fine to permanently dead. Can't be unconscious.
any vulnerabilities, in which the example they give here is what spells will pass through a golem's anti-magic? Anything like that?
No, the void healing is obviously it isn't healed by it's damaged by vitality damage, and it's healed by void damage.
Okay. Great. I share that information with everyone, and that is my turn because I am stunned.
Okay,
That's a nice ability.
that's a nice, and that's what it gives you, all that information.
And then if I had more actions, I could hit it and get bonus damage.
Okay,
But I have no more actions.
sadly you don't. Okay,
Sadly, I'm stunned.
Brother Ramius of Latria.
Okay, Ramius is going to. Ooh, man. It's tricky being right next to this thing. Brother Ramius is going to get up first action, get up from prone to try to become mobile. Now, this stunned 2 when you're underneath the thing is rough, but I need to like stay close to my allies. I mean, basically every square on here is adjacent to this thing, right? Like Buggles is adjacent to it.
Yeah,
right. So like
that square around it is all considered adjacent.
Yeah,
and
so I
within.
have to fully move out onto one of the outer platforms in order to not be adjacent to it. So
It's only if you fail that you become stunned 2.
yeah, but I mean, a 16 is a fail. That's tough.
That was a natural 8. I succeeded.
Well, not for me. I have a low fortitude. All right, here we
I
go.
think it's safe to say that for just for flavor's sake, all of these creatures have been pulled towards the aidura as well. All of the sages.
It's fun now because now I recognize the art that you use for the sages. It's the axiomites.
Axiomites.
We fought in Strange Aeons.
I just thought they looked fun and elfy,
Nice.
futuristic.
Fun and elfy.
Fun and alien elfie.
All right, Ramius is going to stand up, looking. I mean, geez, the horrible wounds he took from the Nikon. He's going to try to patch himself up. So I'm going to battle medicine myself, and I'm going to take a risk here and increase the DC in order to juice up the amount of hit points I could get for myself.
You're a gambling man.
I'm gambling.
Skid would not do this.
I have to. I have to.
Has been established.
I believe in you.
It's
I
deeply held faith.
Have to fail. And I would have failed anyway. Actually, I wouldn't have failed, but I failed. And then I will do the same thing. That's not working. He's just like, Zephyr, come here. And he's going to try to bandage Zephyr real fast. You've taken some
I'm only
damage.
down 7.
All right, then I won't raise the DC. And I will do battle medicine on you. My God, same exact shit ass number, but it is a success for the lower DC. God,
He's so mad. He finds a way to be bad when he wins.
it's just
I
so
went on
irritating.
such a low number.
So aesthetically unpleasing.
You get 9 hit points back.
Awesome.
back.
I'm full.
All right, and that's his turn.
And that's
Just
his
trying
turn.
to patch himself and other people up, but he could not help himself.
We're going to the top of round 4 here. And it is the Karen White's turn. Oh, Karen.
What are you gonna do, Karen? Call the police
I'm going to roll some dice to
on
see
us?
Ask for the manager.
Ask for our manager.
how I'm going to attack people. This one's coming at Zephyr.
I'm filming you, Karen. I'm filming you, attack Zephyr.
Zephyr with the long sword at you. That is going to be a 25.
Regular hit.
Regular hit, 10 points of slashing damage. And again, as the blade cuts across your arm, we'll say you feel the life seeping out of you and into the creature.
Ew.
Roll a fortitude save.
Wait, do these drains stack?
25.
You're all right, LaRusso.
Does that not affect my current drained? I just don't fall for it.
Correct, you remain drained for the rest of your life.
Cool.
That's so aggravating.
Second attack, and I'm doing these all randomly. It might be coming back at you, Zephyr.
Oh, psh.
But no, it's coming at Asta. Second attack at
Are you hurt? How hurt are you?
Asta,
Yes.
21.
That just hits my AC is 21.
You're going to take 14 points of slashing damage. And I need you to roll a fortitude save.
Just pass it.
Oh, I'm so hurt.
Just don't fail.
Are you
Fail.
in
I
the
think if
range
you
of
fail this-
you go down?
Go down.
She's already drained.
You're drained 1,
I'm
right?
drain 1.
Yeah, drain 2 may suck enough hit points to take you to dying.
Just don't fail.
Okay, I won't fail. Fuck my
Don't say that.
15.
You are now drained 2.
Let me just increase that. I'm still up,
You're still up.
and I have a tiny bit of temp HP, which is why I'm still up, because of my invigorating fear.
Well, you lose your temp HP first,
Oh, then that's gone, but I'm
but you still have a couple.
still up.
Okay. And you're drained. That you'd be
2.
down 6, right? Like so 6.
I have
Your max hit points should be down 6, right?
Yeah.
Because it's your drain condition times your level.
Yeah. Max AP isn't so important right now. It's really if you get healed, you can all get healed back up to a certain point.
Yeah.
But automatically
Losing
those-
another 3 in addition to the hit you just took.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
If you put drain 2 on there, it's I'm sure it's correct, but
Okay.
not great. It has 1 action left. And I'm rolling these randomly. This might come back at you. 5 or 6 coming back.
And is whatchamacallit on there?
Huh?
Hubert?
He is not.
Buggles. Buggles with the lowest base attack bonus. I'm feeling another 20. I'm sorry, Buggles. I just feel it. Nope. 15 to hit.
That's a miss.
Yes.
Miss.
Slice. Slazeus.
Oh my
All right, this is our last chance.
Let me just add my temporary hit points.
You have
for
to not get stunned.
raining
Would you
hostage.
please just kill this thing?
Life.
All right.
It is the wind's turn.
Hate wind.
I hate this wind.
I hate that this creature is immune to all of physical existence. It doesn't make any
I
sense.
listen to
And the wind is
to
fortitude,
the wind
which
of my
I'm
soul.
down because of the drain.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Give me a fortitude save.
Stupid. This is dumb.
Gunk, gunk, gunk. Told you.
Dun-dun-dun-dun.
That's the third 4 in a row.
I rolled my
I told you that I was going to fail that.
I'm
second
stunned
8 in a row.
too, so.
I also fail. Stunned 2.
All right, so you failed,
Yeah.
and you straight up failed.
Failed.
All right, so
We don't
Fail.
care about critical
stun
fails. on
2,
this,
stun
right?
2, stun 2.
25.
Success.
Huge.
Buggles.
24.
Hell yeah.
Success. All right, so
It's up to us.
Yes,
Zephyr, Barnes, and Ramius are stunned 2. Zephyr, correct me if I'm wrong, you've been stunned every round of this fight.
Stunning.
Yeah, it's been
She's
stunning.
been stunned 2 every round.
Absolutely stunning.
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 Let me throw those conditions on.
I'm absolutely
Barnes, yours is
stunned.
still on there. I'll just,
You look absolutely stunned.
Stoned.
just leave it on there.
Stoned?
Are you looking for
Are
the
you
dice
looking
you
at the
threw away in
dice,
anger?
longing over?
I'm literally, no, in anger. I'm looking at
Over there.
I hate you so much.
The guy with the plaque waves again. He's got a new plaque.
Oh.
I'll wait till you're done.
Stunning.
It is Asta's turn. I mean, the
Oh.
fact that you've succeeded on these last 2 saves,
know.
giving you your full complement of actions against this creature, is enormous!
Can you do the spell strike now, please?
I need.
Can you do it?
Yes, I can. I need to. I need to spend 1 action, recharge,
Beautiful.
and I'm going to now do a spell strike. Full with my full. I'm not taking the map.
Come on.
All right.
Come on. Gouging John right in its
yeah.
face.
Gouging claw. Here we go.
Sydney, you've seen.
Not a 1.
What was
seemed
it
like that
before
wasn't
this
a
kid
high
moved in?
number.
It wasn't a 1, was it?
No, it's just not good.
You have a bottle cap?
No, I don't have a cap. 17. Even with the flanking and stuff, no, right?
Missed by 1.
Yep.
And I don't have guidance or anything.
Oh. Thanks a lot, Zephyr.
I don't want to say it.
I didn't want to say it.
She couldn't have done guidance on her anyway. She's immune for 10
I
minutes.
will not defend myself to silly
Oh, that's
commentary
That is
by Joe.
my turn.
See, this is what I was saving you from
Best 3 actions?
by talking to him during
Yeah.
your turn.
No.
You didn't have to endure this silly commentary.
Buggles, you are drained, but you are quickened. You have your full
Come on.
complement of action.
And you cast a spell last round.
I
All
did.
up to you.
So he's reaching deep down. He's terrified. He's been terrified, slowly sort of regaining his senses. But he's just like, please, I need you. Help me. Help me. And he's like squinting his eyes. It's just like, oh, it's trying to force this entity out. And his eyes flash open and they're glowing red. Boom! This globe of energy around him. Boom! Another ignition with fire this time.
Come on.
24.
There
That's
we
a
go,
hit.
baby.
Hey.
Take this thing out. I don't think we're moving again now.
I don't know
It's been
what is.
4 rounds.
I don't know what is
So
happening.
I guess we have to kill this thing,
To
and
move.
then we'll teleport to happiness,
Yeah.
The hospital.
to the
To
hospital.
the hospital. Hospital.
That's 27 points of damage.
27 points of damage. You snap your finger. And does fire just like appear somewhere?
Yeah. Well, it's, yeah.
Or does it come out
It's,
of your
it's
hand?
like, so it's everyone, I'll refer you to Full Metal Alchemist. And it's just like Roy Mustang.
You hit this thing, you bring it to 0 hit points.
Yes.
Which enacts its ability, Final Spite.
What?
It triggers
What?
this ability
Oh, I hate.
where it makes 1 strike at you before being destroyed.
Oh no.
On a hit, it could still drain life, but it will not gain temporary HP if it does. So it burns and it reaches out through the flames to swing its sword at you one last time. Natural 2. And it just shrivels into dust.
Yes, Buggles unleashed.
I told you we'd be fine.
We're always fine.
It shrivels into dust. Mere seconds pass, and boom, with a lurch, the landscape blinks back into its original jungle clearing. Everything as before, except the archway. Because the gate's interior is now filled with a veil of white mist through which it looks like a simple stone chamber is barely visible on the other side. And above the arch, you see the Shade Wither key, the gate key, just kind of sputtering and sparking, rusting into dust before your very eyes. And Aleli is like sweaty from all the effort. She's been working on the telescope. She's like clinging like Doc and the Back to the Future from the telescope, both arms, and there's a beam of light steadily pointing back in its original direction. If you remember, there were beams of light everywhere. She sort of like used her strength. It's now pointing in one single direction, and she says, the key will be no more soon. I didn't foresee this. Hurry, she says, just kind of pointing towards the rapidly deteriorating key, pointing towards the gate. She goes, I don't know how long it will stay open. And she just kind of smiles as she's hanging from there, and she says, thank you for everything. We will tell this story for generations, but you must go now. Go!
Why don't we long rest first?
The portal starts to drown out anything else she is saying. What do you do?
All right, Barnes is something on, and he will roll through the portal.
Rolls through the portal.
Ramius puts like one hand on the edge of the aidura and pulls himself drained. No, I'm not drained, but I'm stunned, just like pulling himself through into the mist.
I imagine Zephyr stumbles
Bleeding
through,
still.
being drained and stunned.
Asta looks around. She sees Hubert. She also looks. Is there anything remaining from the woman ghost thing, like the sword?
Nothing.
Nothing. No sword.
Nothing.
Really wanted that fucking sword.
Classic Asta.
Asta thinks to herself, yeah, but that sword did cool stuff. Anyway, she sees no sword. She looks. She sees Hubert still frightened. She grabs Hubert by the head like a bowling ball and tosses him through the gate as she sprints towards the gate and says to Buggles, come on! And she jumps through.
Jumps through. Buggles.
The Kulakan steps through, and just as he's about to vanish, like he turns to Aleli with a wicked, toothy smile, he presses his fingers to his temples and does a cyburst on her.
On Aleli. Yeah. Reflex save for Aleli fails.
We don't see this.
6 points of bludgeoning damage.
We don't see this.
We don't see this at all.
And you walk through the portal. End of book 1.
Oh, that was it. That was it.
I told you.
You told me.
Wow.
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 Woo.
That's it.
What a climax.
Oh my goodness. We didn't die.
We didn't.
I told you.
Nobody died.
And you had the chance to leave Hubert behind, and you had to roleplay him.
Hold him
through the
in.
portal, didn't you, Sydney?
When you said you picked him up, I was just like, and throw him into the jungle.
Flings him into the jungle.
We promised. That would have been so rude to Aleli. We promised them.
Yeah,
Take
we
him.
swore.
The Kulakan cybursted Aleli. She's got other.
I didn't know that happened.
And we all jumped through first, so we didn't see it.
yeah, we have
happen.
no idea.
No idea.
No one better metagame that. We don't know.
This is amazing. So you are, I'm just removing all the stunned here just to see what your actual conditions are. Ramius is wounded 2.
Yeah.
And prone, whatever. You're standing up now, so you're no longer prone. Barnes, you're fine. Zephyr is drained 1. Buggles is drained 1. Asta is drained 2. Hubert, he's doing all right.
He's doing fine.
You want an epilogue?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes, please.
Yes.
Got my
Yes.
blanket on. I'm
Yes,
ready.
please. Can we share?
Just like the underwear.
You step through this gate, that booming sound, draining out Aleli's final words, draining out the perhaps screams she felt as the Kuulakan blasted her mind with a psi burst. The landscape, just as quickly as it came back after you left that dead planet, is now gone again. And you are just falling. You're falling through this sort of interplanetary travel. And the final moments between Castrovel and wherever you're heading feels like you're falling through this tunnel of multicolored light. It's just like and then with a sudden flash, reality snaps back into place. You feel as if you hit the ground, but you don't take any damage. It wasn't like falling damage, but it happened so sudden that you feel nauseous, a little off balance. The chamber that appears before you is the one that you faintly glimpsed through that white light when Aleli warned you there wasn't much time and the Shade Wither key was disintegrating. It is large, very, very large. The walls are about 60 feet away or more. Windowless, circular, and almost entirely occupied by a massive mechanical telescope.
We made it.
Yeah.
You look up, and the telescope's far end pokes out of a wide rectangular gap in the giant domed ceiling.
Wow. A true observatory.
Beyond which can be seen hundreds of stars in the night sky. You think to yourself in that split second which star you just came from. The other end of the telescope tapers down to what looks like a raised dais. You hear a voice say, "Oh my gods, thank the stars! It worked! It worked!" Before you can see where the voice is coming from, boom, 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 loud banging erupts from the other side of a barred pair of wooden doors just near where you're standing. You see a man in heavy winter clothing descending from the dais above, and he says,
Santa.
"As you can see, I need some help." And we'll see you next week.
Oh, yes.
It's Santa.
Because Rudolph's not here, so he needs someone.
He needs
To drive the sleigh.
Yeah.
right.
He needs help.
Yeah, as long as it's not combat, I'm happy to help.
Yeah.